Hey guys, we're talking stock mid pitch shots today. All right, how do you develop your baseline mid trajectory, get her done from almost everywhere pitch shot? All right, we're going to be talking about this today. Let's do it. All right, just like any other pitch shot that you're going to hit, when we're building out our baseline mid trajectory pitch shot, one thing that we got to understand is we have to control how we advance the golf club. Okay. And what I mean by that is ball position is really important because if my ball gets too far back, I advance the club with my arms. If the ball gets way too far forward, which I rarely ever see, okay, you're going to advance it maybe too much with your upper body and you'll come up short a lot. But it's very rare, okay? What I'd want you to do is I'd want you to play the golf ball kind of like inside your left heel, kind of on your left instep, somewhere in there, okay? And what I want you to do is focus on mostly advancing the golf club with your body pivot but getting your steep angle out of your right forearm and your right elbow. So this golf club's working up this way as if my right arm is an axe. Okay. So when we're looking at this from down the line, what we're going to see in a like stock mid trad pitch shot is a very neutral left wrist. And why this is important is because we need to understand that that's going to be the most neutral baseline for how to hit these shots, and every other pitch shot that we hit that has a little bit of a different strain to it will evolve off of that. Okay. So one thing that I practice when I'm hitting pitch shots is controlling my lead wrist. So I always set up neutral when I hit my pitch shot. So whether I'm hitting it low or medium or high, as long as the lie angle is decent, I'm going to play the ball like left instep. And that's just because of where the ball is going to sit on the arc and how I like to use the bounce. Okay. It's more forgiving, makes everything more predictable for me, and it will for you too. Okay. So balls forward. Okay. I'm going to set the right elbow to get a little bit of a lever out of this body here. Okay. And that's how I'm going to lift and drop the golf club. Okay. The rest of this motion is just turning and carrying the golf club like you'd hand someone a medicine ball or turn and pass someone a baby or anything that you wouldn't want to move fast or necessarily throw at someone from a short distance. Okay, so from here, left wrist neutral, right elbow levers the club up, and we're going to turn and advance the golf club. And notice when I finish, okay, my left wrist is really flat. Come on around front. I want to show you this from around front. So come on around front here. So when I'm hitting this pitch shot, okay, from here, all I'm doing is maintaining my forward bend, turning it into right bend. I'm not advancing the golf club at all with my arms, and my left wrist is neutral. All right. And here's the deal when you're pitching, it's very important that you control your tilts and you carry the golf club, or rather, advance the golf club with body rotation. Because if my right shoulder goes too high, the golf club is now toe up, right? So if my right shoulder goes high, this club is toe up. If I have the proper tilts, this golf club is face up. Like I could almost put a glass of water on the club face there. Okay. So let's hit some shots here. Okay. And I'm going to hit here and maintain a neutral left wrist. And I'm going to carry the golf club with my body pivot. Okay. Pretty good. That ball landed about a yard on and pitched about 10 feet onto the green. Okay. Same thing. Okay. And the one thing I want you to understand is that if you're using the bounce of the golf club, you can hit the ground early, but you cannot hit it late. Okay, so like I'm not trying to hit the ball first. When I hit these shots, I'm trying to use the bounce and return the golf club, like a half an inch behind the ball, and the club's just going to glide along the turf. I'll actually practice with two balls sometimes, get them, 3, 4 inches apart from front to back. Okay. And then from there, if you're using the bounce of the golf club properly, you'll hit both golf balls up in the air and relatively solid. So that lets you know that you have this big margin for error, where as long as you hit the ground and use the bounce, you're going to advance the ball. Okay, so this is my favorite drill for getting a better understanding of how to control the wrist. Okay, the lead wrist. Okay, so step one, once you come over here face on, and we're going to look at this. Okay, so step one, I'm going to go from address to finish. Okay, and all I've done is advance the golf club with right bending and body rotation. Okay, now step two would be I'm going to make a backswing, set the left wrist how I plan to hit it at impact, and carry that left wrist all the way through to the finish. Okay, and then step three is to add the golf ball. Okay, notice how my left wrist is really neutral, just like it was at the end of my backswing, and I carried it and I advanced it, and you could put a glass of milk right there. All right. So that's your stock mid-traj pitch shot. Let me know how this helps. Make sure to like, share, and follow. And again, thanks for watching. Peace.